Welcome to episode 20 of the Unemployed Journeyman here with Fukushima United. And after Friday's unsuccessful job interview, we're back to business with a league game and a cup game. Okay, let's get straight into it. And the last time you was with me for a game at least, which was Thursday, we played against Nagano and Numatsu. 2-0 and a 3-1 win in both of those league games saw us get back to some nice looking form, and since then we've been really rather good. I think in the job interview episode on Friday I showed you the result against Matsui in the All Japan Cup first round where we won 6-0, and then the 2-0 win against Roylek in the J3 League, both games at home. That was followed by 2 away games and a really tough away game in the case of Imabari, or so it would seem on paper. Imabari at the time, second in the table, and they're still second now. And we just destroyed them, 4-0. And we've been having some injury issues as well. Umeda was playing out on the right with a goal and an assist in that game. But as you can see from the stats, 5 shots on target to their 1, 13 shots overall to their 4, an XG of 2.38 compared to their 0.16. In this respect, we absolutely dominated. They had more of the ball, 63% possession, but they just did nothing with it, and we were clinical. Umeda, Takagi with 2 goals, and Miyazaki with a goal. And this is what I like when you're seeing Takagi assisting Miyazaki and Miyazaki assisting Takagi. Really love to see that with my 2 strikers combine, and it just looks so good. And with Umeda playing on the right, as you see, we've got no Iwabuchi, he's out injured. We've got no Sakada, he's out injured. And yet we still put in a performance like this. Was really, really good. And then we played FC Osaka, who are mid-table. They're 12th in the league. And a closer game. It was 2-1 in that game. If you just have a look at the stats for this, as you can see, again, 17 shots to their 14, 9 on target to their 3. Our XG was pretty much a whole 1 XG higher. Again, they dominated possession, not as much as Imabari did, but they still dominated possession. But again, no Sakada, no Iwabuchi. Unfortunately, Takagi has now got injured as well. So this is what I mean about the fact we are picking up some significant injuries. But a Takagi goal with a Machida assist and then a Lee and J penalty. And then unfortunately just after the hour mark, Takagi then went off injured. So this is now, 6 back-to-back wins we've had in, the league and a cup game. 5 in the league, 1 in the cup. And yeah, things are going really well. In today's episode, we have Taino, who I believe are in the league below us. Yeah, they're in the Nippon Soccer League. And that's in the All Japan Cup second round. Then we have Kitakyushu in the league, and Kitakyushu are currently 16th in the league. With both of these games being at home as well, you'd like to think we're going to win both. You know, I don't want to get ahead of myself, and I've really had to restrain myself playing during these games because I want to be positive, and I've maintained the positivity even through this terrible run here. But now we're doing this, I'm just looking at thinking we are just looking so good. If we have a look at the table, we're up to 4th in the table on 24 points. I mean, 1 loss and we can be out of the playoffs again, so we can't get too carried away. But we are only 4 points off Imabari and 6 points off Brian Vecker. And Brian Vecker, as you will see from the schedule, we've already played them a couple of times. We lost to them in the away game. We beat them in the away game. And then we lost to them again here away from home in the league. But they've been close games. 1-0, 2-1, 3-2. It's not like we've been massively outplayed in these games. So let's get today's episode up and running. Let's get on with the first game of the episode. It is against Taino, like I say, in the All Japan Cup second round. And this is a team we're going to be going out with. So we've got Yoshimaru in goal, who recently picked up a little injury of his own, but it weren't enough to keep him out. Akiyama left back, Kojima right back, Lee and J and Omori in the middle, Kamamura and Machida in the centre of the midfield, Fujioka and Umeda out wide with Nagano and Miyazaki up front. Now, we have got Iwabuchi has now become available. So actually, in actual fact, what I'm going to do, the sensible thing to do is to change them around. So Iwabuchi is out on the right and Umeda is now up top with Miyazaki. Nagano can come back down on the bench. We have got Keita Shibata, who's one of their young central midfielders. He's out back in 3 days. Takagi is out for a little while. He's out for up to 6 more weeks with a twisted ankle. And Sakada is out for another 4 days. He's got flu. We've had to send him home. He's a bit of an outcast at the moment and all that sort of stuff. So let's get into the game. And hopefully this can result in a win and we can get through to the third round, which I don't think we got through to the third round of this competition before. So it'd be, we'll have a check after the game, but it would be nice to have a little cup run, especially when we're playing teams in the league lower than ours. You know, if it's a team in the same division or, you know, J1 or J2 league, then you kind of accept that you might end up going out. But even then, when we've played against teams in them divisions, we've not been massively outplayed. We've actually done pretty decently. So we got off to a good start in terms of opportunities, but Taino have had a couple of opportunities themselves. But we are the better team, even though there's no highlight until now. Akiyama gives it to Fujioka. Kamamura back to Akiyama. Cross into the box towards Miyazaki. His header back across the box, don't go to anyone. We still have the ball. Kamamura gives it to Kojima. Now Iwabuchi. Miyazaki's through, and it's a save from the keeper. I think it was offside. Yeah, it was offside anyway. So it wouldn't have counted even if it did go in. But this target forward and poacher system with like Ameda or Takagi with Miyazaki seems to be working pretty well now that we seem to be comfortable with this formation. Here's Kamamura to Fujioka. Oh, what a goal from Kuzeki Fujioka. There's no flag from the linesman. It is a goal. It's his first ever Fukushima goal. And I think he needs that as well because he's done okay for Fujioka. He's not been bad, but he's not been like Sakada levels or Iwabuchi or anything like that. So we have been missing them too. But seeing him getting his first goal for us, hopefully that's now the first of many and go on to carry on scoring. Here's Kamamura, finds Miyazaki. He pulls it back to Iwabuchi. Machida. I mean, look at how nicely we're playing it around. Doesn't this just look really nice football now? And Miyazaki with the head over the bar. I know we're only playing against Taino, so you're probably thinking, calm down, Damo. It's getting a bit embarrassing getting this excited against effectively a non-league team. But this is how we've been playing. I mean, I'm a bit disappointed we've not taken more chances. I must admit, 6 shots on target, only 1-0 up. That is a disappointment in this performance. Ball into the box. Fujioka's there with his second goal of the game. I think that was Kojima that got the assist. We'll find out in a minute. Yeah, it is Kojima with the ball into the box. I mean, that was quite reminiscent of the Arsenal save with the right-back Pateka to Van Persie type thing, wasn't it? Here's Kojima to Iwabuchi. Machida to Kojima. Ball in the box going towards Fujioka. Off. This could be a new dream partnership. Kojima and Fujioka. Sakada might not get another game at this rate. I mean, I'm joking, obviously. But I'm going to bring Nagano on for Miyazaki, who has been poor. Has to be said. Sawakami is available. He did have an injury as well, Sawakami, but he is available now. And I think Suzu can probably come on for Lin J, who's not having the greatest of games. I mean, he's on 6.6. He's doing average, but he's just not fantastic or anything. And probably going to make her next couple of substitutions now, seeing as there's no highlights or anything. So Nagai can come in for Machida. Actually, no, bring Mishima in for him. Okinawa can come on for Kojima, give him a bit of a rest. And Sawakami can come on for Iwabuchi. Yeah, I think we just leave it like that. I know he can't technically play on the right-hand side, but just giving a rest to some players. We were 2-0 up. We shouldn't be losing from 2-0 up. Yoshimaru to Amari, or Amori. Nice little playing it around. Nagano gives it to Akiniwa. He goes back to Amori, back to Okinawa again. Mishima. I just love watching us pass the ball around like this. I really do. When you see what we were like previously, we've been playing really poorly, how we were constantly giving the ball away. Look at that for a pass to Fujioka. Oh, that should have been his hat-trick. It really should have been. Right, we have a free kick. Amori will take it. Ball into the box towards someone. It's Fujioka to Suzu. Naoki Suzu with the goal. It's been disallowed. I think I'm getting excited too early. Yes, it has been disallowed. I don't like these refs. How dare they disallow that? I don't know why Sawakami's not happy. Well, now he's happy but angry apparently, but can't please them all the time, can you? Right, here comes Taino. Oh, they've got a shot away at goal. Thankfully, Yoshimaru didn't need to make a save, but he's had a good game, to be fair, Yoshimaru. He's on a 7.2. And that is all she wrote for the cup game against Taino. I think this is a competition as well where they do the draw for all the rounds when they do the draw for the first round, which just, to me, seems a bit ridiculous, but it is what it is. And the Matsu are out to Gifu. I think Gifu are up in the J2 league, actually. Brian Vecker have gone through. Awaki, our rivals, our local rivals, they're out to Akita. Who are Akita? They're in the J2 league. So fair play. They're in the J2 league. Right, let's... for a minute, I'm thinking, why they showed us a league? I won a league game. Imabari have just lost to Mito, who have moved up, and we're now in 5th. What I'm wanting to see is if we do know who we're playing in the third round. We'll certainly give Fujioka some praise. He certainly deserves it. And nothing at the moment about the draw for the third round. If we do get the draw for the third round before the game against Kitakyushu, then I'll let you know. But otherwise, I'll see you there for that game. Okay, I'm getting a bit concerned to press continue at the moment because it's been a week since our last game and we've picked up 6 injuries. Now, luckily, they've all been small, minor injuries, but I'll show you them anyway. There's only one that affects us at the moment, and that's Sawakami. But we had it on Monday. We got Sawakami with a tight groin for 1 to 2 days. Wataru Nagai out with a tight groin for 2 to 3 days. So both of them with tight groins. Then Mishima with a bruised knee for 1 to 2 days. So that was 3 in a row on Monday. All 3 reported within 9 minutes of each other. Then we had Nagano out with a tight calf for 1 to 2 days. And then Sawakami has now picked up. Literally, he's just come back and now he's out with knee tendonitis for 5 to 6 weeks. And Shimizu is out for 6 to 7 weeks with a twisted ankle. To be fair, Shimizu is a 16-year-old winger. I mean, he's got reasonable potential, actually. Can play on the right, but so he's not really going to affect us. But 6 injuries in the space of a week, I think, is a bit excessive. If we have a look at our medical centre, at our injury history, injuries have actually been reasonably kind to us so far. We've been below what we were last season, but now we have skyrocketed above what we were last season. So hopefully this is just a flash in the pan thing and it calms down. I don't want it to carry on at this level all the way through to the end of the season. Otherwise we could be in a bit of trouble, especially if some of them end up being more moderate or major injuries. Right, let's get on with today's game. We are playing Kitakyushu in the league. And again, we are 5th out, I think 16th. We have got one change. Sakada is fit and available again. So Fujioka, I feel really bad for him. He's just scored 2 goals in the cup against Taino. And now I'm dumping him back onto the bench because Sakada's come back. But when you look at the difference between the two of them, at least in star rating, it is quite significant. If we actually have a look at them, do a comparison, shall we? And where is he? There he is. So Sakada is in the green. Better physically, quite a bit better for speed, vision. He's better attacking. He's better technically. He's not as good aerially. He's not got as good mentals. And he's not as good at defending. But for all of this, which is kind of his job, then Sakada is the better option. 16 appearances, 8 goals, 3 assists at an average rate of 7.19. Fujioka, I mean, to be fair, he's had 13 appearances off the bench, but 16 appearances, 2 goals, 7.07. I actually think he's doing, since he's had a little run in the team with Sakada being out, he's actually been pretty reasonable. But anyway, let's get on with it. Yoshimaru in goal, Akiyama left back, Kojima right back, Lee and Jay and Amori in the centre of defence, Kamamura and Mashida in the centre of midfield, with Sakada and Iwabuchi out wide, and Umeda and Miyazaki up top. Fujioka drops back onto the bench. Here we go. And I really want to win in this game as well. I want to keep this winning run going. We've just won 7 games in a row, and apparently that's a new club record for Fukushima. So we're setting records with this run as well. Here's Kitakyushu's won 3 defeats, only 1 win in their last 5. So they're not in the best of form. Have I just jinxed us? Let's see if we can get the league table back on there. We'll try again in a minute. Whenever I try to change something on there, we just end up with a game with absolute end-to-end highlights. And it gets quite frustrating sometimes. But here comes the who are we playing again? Kitakyushu, isn't it? I get put off because it says GIR. I think we're not playing Girona. Right, they're looking a little bit dangerous, but we are pushing them back. We are stopping them from putting that ball through. Nice little tackle from Akiyama. We couldn't get the ball back though. This is the problem. We're making blocks, but we're not getting the ball back, and they've now scored. Well, there you go. Iboko with the first. No, it's been disallowed, I think. Yeah, it's been disallowed. Thank heavens for that. We were doing reasonably well by keeping them from getting through us. Right, here's Kamamura. Iwabuchi now on the right-hand side. He gives it to Kojima. Machida back to Iwabuchi. Can he get a cross in? No, he goes back to Kojima. He gives it back to Iwabuchi. The cross goes in. There's a header towards goal. I think it was Umeda that had the opportunity. Right, we have a corner. We take it short. That seemed a bit pointless. Here's Machida to Akiyama. What can he do with it? He gives it to Sakada, to Kamamura. Machida with a shot at goal, but it's pretty comfortable for the keeper to save, really. It's a pretty poor effort from Machida, to be quite honest. But long ball up the top by their goalkeeper. Kamamura now gives it to Iwabuchi as we win the ball back. He's got Kojima with him. If he's going to use him, no, he gets across into the box. And the shot was blocked and it's gone out for a corner. We're creating chances. I mean, we're only in the 8th minute of the game. We've had loads of highlights. Kojima with the corner. They don't quite clear it, and it's now back with Kojima again. Gets the ball into the box. I was going to say, and the highlight ends with then carry. See what I mean about when I want to change something? It's just non-stop highlights. And they're running through here, but Yoshimaru is straight at him. Comfortable enough save for Yoshimaru. Right, league table. There you go. We've got it done. So we are 5th. A win here would take us up to 3rd in the table, actually. Or potentially take us up to 3rd in the table. They have a free kick with Ando. It's quite a distance outside the bottom. There's been some goal if it goes in. And it was a mile over the bar. Absolutely nowhere near. They're playing a 4-3-3 formation. I mean, looking at the stats, it's been a pretty even game so far. Both teams are having opportunities. They now are on the attack at the start of the next highlight. They put the ball in. Oh, it's hit the crossbar. Oh, Yoshimaru was beaten, and that's hit the crossbar. And we've headed it out for a corner in the end. Here's Ando with the corner for Kitakyushu. I mean, they're certainly making this uncomfortable for us, I've got to say that. And Yoshimaru comes out, claims it, commands his box very well there. Right, we have a free kick. This is a dangerous looking position. If we can get the right ball into the box, hopefully he's not just going to go for goal, because I never see goals go in from direct free kicks. Lee and Jay will take it. Hopefully it's a ball into the box. No, it goes for goal, and as I said, it don't go in, it goes over the bar. I don't know why nobody scores from direct free kicks. I very rarely see a goal from a direct free kick. So still 0-0 as we're approaching half-time, final 5 minutes of the first half. I mean, both teams have plenty of shots. They've actually had more than us. Possession is pretty much 50-50. And I think I'm going to say I'm not happy with their performance. I mean, Iwabuchi looks stressed. I mean, you think you're looking stressed? Try being me. Looks stressed. Right, here we go. So we're in the second half. And not the highlights that we were getting in the first half. But here is a highlight now. Lee and Jay to Akiyama. He finds Umeda to Sakada. Oh, that was a... Have I made the wrong decision bringing Sakada back into the team? And they're now through. Iboko kind of beat his man for a minute then, but went back. I mean, what was Sakada doing there? He's won the ball back and then just stood there looking at it. I mean, I appreciate it's FM's graphic system or whatever it's called, but they've hit I mean, they've hit the crossbar, they've hit the post now. Is that Sakada losing the ball again? Right, I'm not happy with Sakada. I'm taking him off. I think he's been poor today. So Fujioka can come on. I mean, to be fair, neither of their front men have been any good. Miyazaki can come off. I don't usually make substitutions in the 58th minute of a game. But we're looking poor, to be fair. I mean, like I say, we're against Kitakyushu, who are a team that we should be beating. Right, we've got 20 minutes to go. I'm going attacking. I'm sorry, but I'd rather lose than draw, I think. Right, we have a corner. I'm going to make a substitution. We'll let the corner play out first. Machida puts the ball into the box. Comes to Iwabuchi. We can't do anything with it, and now they can break. And they've only got Ando up all on his own. He's got nobody with him. Does somebody want to make a tackle? No, just let them score a goal. You absolutely useless waste of space. I mean, I'd like to say it was a counter-attack, but by the time anyone got up with him, we should have had plenty of people back. That is not good. And we have just been so poor. I mean, I could take anybody off at this rate. Mishima can come on for Machida. Amari can come off for Suzu. I won't make any more just yet. I mean, at the end of the day, we only need one more goal to get back into it. But this has just been poor. It's been so bad. We've not even looked like scoring. That's the concerning thing. We've had plenty of opportunities. We've just not looked like we're going to score a goal. Kojima with the next corner. Puts it into the box. The header was that goal, but the keeper was in a good position to make the save. Well, it looks like our winning run is coming to an end, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hoping that doesn't mean we're now just going to fall off and be really poor for the next month or two, because we just need to put this down as a blip. But here's a Maida, and the header's just straight at the goalkeeper. Oh, what's happened here? There's a red card. We have a penalty. Oh, my word. No idea what's happened there. I don't know what he's doing. Wiping his face. Lee and Jay with the penalty. And he scored it. Oh, my word. He's rescued it. Our unbeaten run is still on. It might not be a winning run, but at least it's an unbeaten run. Lee and Jay with the penalty. We now have a corner. We could go on and win this now. With them down to 10 men. Akiyama to Kojima. We're playing it about. Will someone just shoot? Mishima to Fujioka. Fujioka! Oh, I thought he was going to be a hero. If he had scored that, he would have started the next game ahead of Sakada, that's for certain. I thought we was actually going to go on to win this game, but 5 minutes of added on time is running out, and it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Not a great result, to be fair, especially considering they're down to 10 men as well. It's disappointing. He's still looking stressed. If you're looking that stressed, I'll drop you for the next game, son. Right, we're 5th in the table. We've wasted a great opportunity there, because we could have gone up to 3rd in the league if we'd won that game against a team that's struggling. You know, they're down by... Gunma, bear in mind, they come down from the J2 league. If things carry on the way... I mean, they're 5 points adrift. If they carry on the way they are, they're going to end up dropping into the non-league. That is quite a drop in grace for Gunma, I've got to say. But our aim is to finish top 6 this season, and we're absolutely looking good for the top 6. We won't worry about the press conference. What we will do is we'll look at the schedule. In the next round of the Cup, we're going to be playing against either Avispa Fukuoka, who are of the J1 League. I don't know who they are, but they're J1 League, they're 5th, so they're obviously very good. Or Nagoya Grampus, which I'm pretty certain are known to me anyway as Grampus 8. Is that correct? Let me know in the comments if that is correct, and if that is actually Grampus 8. I'm sure it is. And if it is that team, that's the team that Arsene Wenger was at before he went to Arsenal. I think that's why I've heard of them. But they're 14th in the J1 League. So either way, we're going to be playing a team in the J1 League. So I think what we're doing in the next episode is the Cup 3rd round against a team from the J1 League. And then against our local rivals, Iwaki, who are 3rd in the table. In the meantime, we've got Ahim that are 8th, Iwate who are 16th, and Royuku who are 11th. So, yeah, back for a cup game and our local rivals in tomorrow's episode. Thank you very much for watching, folks. Please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Love to see your comments as well. Always enjoy reading them and replying to them. And I'll see you tomorrow for episode 21. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.